Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another live stream. So last time we left off at the end of chapter 2, and we had to get to the chopper. And speaking of get to the chopper, I saw that Get to the Chopper on my Discord had mentioned that certain somebody on YouTube is still butthurt, that I'm still around, still having fun, doing my own thing, and he's still making videos crying about my existence apparently. um, if this doesn't prove that these people, no matter what I do, will not leave me alone, will not stop obsessing over me, I don't know what will. But apparently they're upset because I was on Smash JT's live stream, just chilling and having a good time, talking with people, and we were all just kind of chilling on there and just kind of talking about stuff. And apparently some people are very upset that I was on his stream, and apparently there's some new narrative that these losers are pushing now that because I showed up on Smash JT's live stream and he said hi to me, that means that something I did to somebody else a year ago, something bad I did to somebody else a year ago, that means that, oh, Smash JT condones what he did. No, really, this is the narrative that they're pushing. Like, that's when you know you've completely run out of out of talking points about someone. I mean, holy shit. And if you've ever wondered why I have my subscriptions private, this is one of the big reasons why. Because I'd rather not have people that I watch get harassed simply because I choose to comment on their videos. Really insane shit. So this is probably going to be a kind of an insomnia kind of stream because I honestly never really cared for this part of the game, the beginning of chapter 3. It picks up later on, but it's a very slow start to this chapter. I really wish that this part of the game was less linear. I really wish that they would let you have more options as to what you'd want to do going through this chapter, like how you would progress through the chapter. You're supposed to just follow this guy, and he leads you to this headquarters that you need to get into. It's very tedious, and it's the same path every time, and there's only one way to go through it. You just have to tail him, stay behind cover, don't let him see you, take a couple guys out that try to stop him along the way, and that's pretty much it. And that's like half the chapter, so it's not very exciting. But I saw a video by a Potion Sword Ban. I decided to see what he was up to. He's still crying about the Amico or something. And a couple days ago, he had posted this video kind of summarizing what... I kind of feel bad for Smash JT. He's got to put up with this harassment from these weirdos, but... yeah, he put up a video a couple days ago. It's a really boring video, by the way, I must say. It was just kind of annoying, because he was just simply reading off comments very slowly in this silly voice that he was using. I think he was trying to be funny, I think, but it was really just kind of stupid.
Like cooking, don't you?
I didn't care for the video at all. And it just kind of reminded me as to why I unsubscribed from him, because he's become so obsessed with the Amico, and he admitted to me that he's only doing it for the views. So that's really sad.
Oh. So
But
that's why
yeah,
you don't cook them over.
it was really boring. But it did kind of summarize, you know, what exactly was going on. So I guess I got to be thankful for that.
But the secret to good cooking is to keep who's going to eat it in mind. Oh. Is this your mother?
Yes.
She's really beautiful. That tune you were humming. It's from the periodic.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Just some really crazy stuff, man.
thorium, protactinium, uranium, neptunium.
Whatever,
plutonium,
losers will be
beryllium,
losers. What can you say, right?
beryllium,
I'm just gonna keep blocking them and doing my own thing, having fun, playing games.
curium.
If they want to get mad and make shaky cam videos about me all day long, then whatever. I don't care. It's just more free promotion for me, so.
This?
It's clearly not working out too well for him. Because nothing has really come of it. So.
There. Ah. See, Sonny? Us girls have to look our best.
Her name was Olga.
Hmm?
My mother.
I see. Ah! It's going to burn. Oh, hold on, hold on. And... there. Done.
Thanks.
Of course. We did a great job.
Finally learned how to make some eggs. The right way. Alright, let's see if
Dr.
there's
Emmett,
anything going on
Liquid
here.
is in Eastern
Anything to
Europe.
collect.
He's after the corpse of Big Boss.
There we go.
What for?
It's the final key he needs to gain access to SOP.
I may have gotten all the battery packs at this
Keys
point.
to the system are Big Boss's
not like I need
genetic
any more
code and
anyways, but
biometric data.
some ammo over here.
There's no way to do that.
Wait, what's Liquid been doing all this time?
He's been performing tests. 2 tests. The first,
Head
using the
upstairs
genetic
here, see
code
if there's
from
anything
Liquid's
up here.
DNA chip. In his second attempt, he used the DNA code and biometric data extracted from
Yep, there's another battery. Alright.
What's the need for the original if a substitute works just as well?
There it goes. Snake's upstairs.
Neither your genetic pattern nor Liquid's genetic pattern is a 100% match for Big Bosses.
What do you mean we don't match?
Dr. Emmerich.
Hmm?
Scientifically speaking, there's the markers implanted during the cloning process. The mixing of mitochondrial DNA within the egg cell. The intentionally altered Terminator genes. Scientifically speaking. Both you and Liquid are as similar to Big Boss as you could possibly be. But you're still different.
Different?
Yes.
So that's what Liquid was talking about.
We're not copies of our father, after all.
Which is why they created Solidus.
But Solidus is dead.
Listen carefully, Snake. This is the most important part. The AI that controls the system employs a highly aggressive, advanced IDS. It uses a special code to inspect all data and commands circulating within the network. Any data that fails to conform to that code is treated as a foreign object and expunged, like viruses killed by white blood cells. The authentication program this IDS uses is based on a genetic identification program, one I helped develop for Foxdie. It's set up so that host commands only execute properly if the key matches perfectly. However, if the IDS suspects someone is trying to break into the system, it registers that genetic code on a blacklist. That code is then blocked and can never again be used to access the system. So, if you're going to use a substitute, you need to find a new genetic access code with each new trial.
So when Liquid accessed the system in the Middle East and South America, it was only a test.
I can't believe this. Snake and Big Boss don't have the same genetic code?
Strictly speaking, Snake and Liquid aren't the same either. Which is why Foxdie only affected Liquid at Shadow Moses. And spared you. Let's put it this way. If Liquid uses Big Boss's genetic code, the original, he'll have the system completely under his control.
Hold on. I thought having his code wasn't enough. You need his biometric data at the same time, don't you?
That's right. And Big Boss is already dead.
No. He's alive.
Big Boss is alive.
His body is. Or rather, his cells.
That's impossible.
Big Boss survives as a biomort. A brain-dead shell sustained in the lab. Liquid has already left for Europe in search of Big Boss's body. Right from the start, he knew his experiment in South America wasn't going to work.
Europe, huh?
The test was a failure, even with his code.
As I feared, it's not pure enough. We need all of him.
Our only remaining option is to secure the original.
If Liquid obtains the body, he'll be primed to make his final move.
Allowing him total control of the system.
Exactly. Unless we can stop him first.
Uncle Hal, I found it.
Huh? Ah,
Flashback to Metal Gear Solid 1 right
this
there.
is it.
Where'd you hack this from?
AT Security. The Patriots.
Can't believe this sort of thing still goes on.
The war economy is heating up the R&D race. It's not just the PMCs either. Every corporation tethered to the military-industrial complex is losing its sense of morality. And it's us science-holics who are doing their dirty work for them, not even realizing it.
Can we make Jack better?
I don't know.
Sonny. May I? It's no use. There's nothing we can do here.
Hmm? What do you mean?
Look at this. His artificial blood needs dialysis. We don't have the proper equipment.
Dialysis?
Getting his wounds healed is important too. But at this rate, he's not gonna last that long.
Dialysis. Is that like what kidneys do?
That's right. Raiden's blood is an older type of artificial blood that was used by the military, called white blood. After it's been in use for a while, the blood needs to be dialyzed, filtered. Right now, he's slipping into autotoxemia.
It's there. In Europe.
What do you mean?
Eastern Europe. They have equipment that can heal me there.
Where? The same place Liquid went?
Dr. Magnar. He saved my life.
Dr. Madnar. I've heard of him.
A world-renowned cybernetics expert. Strictly underground, though.
We're in luck then. It's settled. We must head for Europe. The sooner we get there, the better.
Yeah. I'll call Campbell and have him get us landing clearance. Oh, Snake! Where are you going?
I'm gonna be spewing out poison soon enough anyway. What's one more smoke gonna hurt?
This is a no smoking flight.
Ooh, she told you. You got schooled by an 8-year-old. And he's smoking anyways. Actually, I don't think it's lit.
Who is this?
Oh, her? That's my sister.
Really? I never knew you had a sister. For a moment, I thought she might have been your girlfriend.
No, I don't have a... Emma was a brilliant programmer. She wrote the worm that destroyed the Arsenal Gear AI. then
Come on, dude. She's clearly making moves on you.
I'm so sorry.
no. There's nothing for you to be sorry for. Or me. I used to be an anime otaku.
Oh, God. Out of all the things you could have said, you had to say that.
That's where Otacon comes from.
I was always fascinated by sci-fi anime. That's what got
Oh my
me into this
God.
line of work. It's too bad reality wasn't so simple. I never even imagined that science.
Yeah, I used
That
to
my
have an
own
amiibo
research
toy collection. You want to go see it?
Oh, my God.
Come check out my Nintendo Switch games.
It's not like a science holics or Satanists or anything. But
Oh, my
even
God.
when we've got the best of intentions, we end up being used by others for evil.
Dr. Emmerich,
You see this? Sonny helped me build it.
really?
Come on, we can play 1-2 Switch together. You take a Joy-Con and I'll play with my Joy-Con.
It's dug up from internets and a bunch of research labs. To tell you the truth, I think she's
Oh my
better at it than
God.
I am.
But she's just a child.
She cracked the protection on your mail.
Wow.
These are the kind of losers that are e-begging Smash JT to ban me.
Sonny was taken by the Patriots right after she was born. She never even met her parents.
And the hilarious thing is,
She's
some of
spent
these
her
people have
entire
done literally the
childhood
exact same
outside.
thing to other people.
That's why she has trouble speaking.
And they expect to be taken
Her
seriously.
home is in the computer. She can only see the outside from the inside.
Who smokes today when there's vaping? What's going on, Orcs or Dorks?
She's always in there.
At least he didn't mention
searching for
hentai.
herself, searching for her family. She's trying to find out who
Yeah,
she
well,
is.
this is back in... I believe this game takes place in 2014. So...
Searching for
Did they even have vaping back in 2014? I think that was like that's
She
more of
believes
a
she
new
can find
fad,
the
isn't it?
answers inside a machine hooked up to the world.
That didn't really
She
become
spends
popular
every
until the
day
late
inside the
2010s,
net, exploring. For
a
Sonny,
few years ago.
this is home.
I mean, I could be wrong,
It
but
shouldn't be like that.
What?
It's time you let her go outside.
What are you talking about?
She hasn't even been born yet. She's still in the womb. She needs to live a real life.
But Sonny's never shown any interest in leaving the Nomad. Frankly, I'm worried about letting her go out there.
I have a feeling she'll do just fine.
You really think she'll be okay going outside?
That's not what I meant. I think she's got a good handle on her science.
Ah. Sorry. Go on.
Huh?
You were about to say something.
Oh, right. Would you mind if I helped Sunny with her cooking?
Oh, of course not. Go ahead. But, about all we've got on board besides military rations are eggs.
No. Leave them off. It makes you look handsome.
You think so?
oh, it was in its infancy. Okay, all right. Yeah, these cutscenes are insanely long. It really makes me wonder why
Yeah.
Kojima just didn't make a movie instead. Because this is like, I don't know what it has more of, gameplay or cutscenes.
Is it
I think it
okay
probably
to
has more
sleep in there?
cutscenes, to be honest.
Excuse me?
Well, Dr. Emmerich. I... I know it's easy to forget sometimes, but I am a woman. You
Yes, I am a woman, so I must enter your helicopter.
Sorry. I know it's selfish of me, but I'd like to be alone for a while.
Right. I understand. I'll show you in.
Thank you.
I don't really know what the hell that was supposed to mean, but okay. But I mean, she's clearly hitting on the dude, and he's just like, I don't know, I guess he's too scared to, you know, take the chance on her? I don't know.
Good night, Dr. Emmerich.
Yeah. If you get uncomfortable or anything, just let me know. I'll be out there working.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yes?
Jeez. This is so awkward, man.
Call me Hal. Good night.
Good night, Hal.
Wow. She's just like, oh my god, for Christ's sake, just get in here already. And on that day, he lost his virginity. Alright, so 30 minutes later, we're finally going into a game, because apparently there's a game behind all these cutscenes somewhere. That's what I've heard. This really was like the cinematic era in gaming, where there was a lot of games coming out, like Heavy Rain, for example, where it's just like a lot of narrative-driven games, where there's kind of no gameplay. It's more of an interactive movie. I would say this kind of qualifies into that more than a game. But the story is pretty good, though. And what little gameplay it has, the gameplay is good. So I still like it. This is probably the only part of the game I do not like. 'Cause like I said, this part is just way too linear. I mean, it's fine for the first time playing it, but
Snake,
going back to it, it's
emergency has been declared
rough.
in an effort to root out the local resistance. The hunt is being carried out by US-based PMC Ravensword, one of the companies under Outer Heaven's control.
Which means that Liquid's lurking somewhere behind the scenes.
Right. And at the top of the target list is the Paradise Lost Army, the resistance group led by Big Mama. Snake, you'll be infiltrating the region where they are believed to house their base of operations. It looks as if the PMC's moved swiftly, cutting off Big Mama and company's escape routes. They should still be hiding somewhere in that area. Big Boss's corpse is bound to be with them. You've been added to the PMC's blacklist, so you're going to have to lie about your identity to get in. I've provided you with a way to evade the checkpoints. Make contact with the Resistance and find Big Mama. This is our last chance. We must reach Big Boss's body before they do.
Next. Next.
Yeah, so Orcs or Dorks, since you're in my chat, man, hopefully you didn't do anything in the last 20 years. That's bad. Otherwise, I'm going to have a bunch of people try to cancel me. Because you're in my chat, and, you know, we just can't have that, man.
Next. Next. Said next. You. Get your ass in the machine. Hey, are you deaf? Take him away.
You're coming with me. I said over here.
Okay, well, this is going really well for a sneaking mission so far.
That's enough. I'll take him from here.
But...
We've been looking for this man.
Yeah, I know, Orcs. And the funny thing is that
Yes, ma'am.
a lot of these people that claim to be against cancel
Come with
culture
me.
use the same tactics as them. And they wonder why people don't take them seriously on the platform.
Next.
It's it's really quite incredible. I wonder if they even see the pure hypocrisy. Like, do they even realize how much of a hypocrite you gotta be? Or are they just playing dumb? You know? It makes you wonder.
You're looking younger. What's your secret?
Base camo. A little present from Tentacles.
Like, I want to believe that somebody can't be that blind, but
The PMC
you never know.
Sure seem to know you well enough.
You may not believe it, but I'm
There's a lot of really
overseeing
stupid people
all
out there.
PMC activity. Having connections can still open doors.
You alone?
Oh god, it's this guy again.
Hey, Snake!
What is wrong with that guy?
Isn't this how Snake looked in Metal Gear
Listen to me,
Solid
Snake.
2?
After reporting what happened in the Middle East to my superiors,
I don't remember.
wrote
It's
the
been a
threats.
long time since I played Metal Gear Solid 2.
The president's finally realized the danger Liquid's little rebellion poses and has called for immediate action. Now I've got more bodies than I know what to do with. A whole joint Army Marines team. They're already on site, mixed in with the US forces here. We're ready to strike Liquid at any time.
You're planning to take him by force. It's crazy. Look, things aren't that simple.
Listen, old man. I don't take orders from you or from your Colonel Campbell.
It's gonna be the Middle East all over again.
No, it won't. If things get out of hand, we can put a total lockdown on the PMC's weapons. They won't be able to fight back. Don't forget, we control the system.
I wouldn't rely too much on the system if I were you.
We've got them beat in sheer numbers.
Meryl.
Look, Snake. Just leave this to me. There's no need for you to put yourself in harm's way. Don't risk your life for no reason.
Great thumbnail by YouTube for the stream, by the way. Eggs in a frying pan.
You're trying to do.
Nothing
It's not
says Metal
mission.
Gear Solid 4 gameplay stream like eggs in a frying pan.
It's not justice. It's a hired hit.
If you know, then... Look, our ways of thinking might be different, but to me, you're still a legend, a hero. I know all about the things you did when you were young. It was what kept me going. I can't bear to watch you die over something so pointless.
Don't worry about me. Old soldiers never die.
Your cause is our cause now. You don't have to do this.
I'm no hero. Never was. I'm just an old killer, hired to do some wet work.
Fine. And we'll just have to catch him. Before you do. I may have loved you once. But now you're just too damn senile to face the truth. Wake up and face reality. Old Snake.
Face he gives her.
And stay out of our way.
What did you call me? I didn't hear you, Sonny. Speak up. That was pretty brutal of her, honestly. Funny thing is, Snake ends up being right about this. One thing that age definitely comes with, it's a good thing, is experience. He knows it's not going to be that simple.
Otacon, they've seen this face too.
Yeah. It might have been added to the PMC's blacklist as well.
And Meryl was acting kind of strange.
Things are going to get hairy once the American suppression troops get here. We'd better get to Big Boss's corpse, and fast. But first, we've got to find Big Mama. Snake, let's go over what we know so far. The streets are under curfew. The only people you'll find out there now are PMC soldiers and members of the Resistance.
Yeah, I thought it looked a little too quiet to be a tourist attraction.
The Resistance members are scheduled to convene at Big Mama's hideout. So our best course of action is to follow their lead. When you find the Resistance, tail them. Let them lead you to Big Mama.
But how exactly am I supposed to find this Resistance?
The PMCs have laid a dragnet for Resistance members that covers the entire town. They're using SOP to notify each other by radio of any info collected during their searches. By intercepting those signals, you should be able to reach the Resistance members' locations in real time.
Intercept their communications? How do I do that?
I've provided you with a new device for just that purpose. To hijack PMC communications, open the item window and select the signal interceptor.
Imagine having a real conversation and someone telling you to open up your item window by holding L2 and selecting the signal interceptor.
And you hear the PMC's chatter about the Resistance, check your map. It should display the location.
Got it.
Like, imagine if this was like a real
Snake,
conversation with
I think
someone.
we found a way to treat Raiden.
Really?
Yeah. We got in touch with Dr. Madnar. Naomi and Sonny are on their way now.
They'll be all right on their own.
They're a few clicks
Or
north.
pocket ashtray devices like that. Yeah, I know that.
So there won't be any checkpoints. There's even a dialysis machine. It'll take some time, but I
What is
think
your
you'll be
profile
okay.
picture supposed to be? I'm looking at
Anyway,
my phone right
you need
now.
to hurry
It's supposed
and
to be
make
like
contact
Spyro
with
or
Big Mama.
something.
I got it.
If Liquid gets
It's a little
his
too
hands on
big
that
to be
corpse,
Spyro, though.
It's all over. Follow the Resistance's lead.
Spyro grown up. Yeah, they've pretty much abandoned the Spyro games.
Either use your radar to pick up their trail, or intercept
Long
the
time ago.
PMC's
I mean, they did make that Reignited trilogy, and I know there were some other Spyro games besides the mainline 3 Spyro games, but yeah, I know Spyro was a good series, man. The ones that came after the trilogy were
Good. You
pretty
found
trashy,
a
to be
resistance member.
honest.
Now tail
They
them
tried,
without letting
but
them know you're there. Snake, the location of a resistance member has been forwarded to your map. Check it out.
Alright, I don't need this signal interceptor thing. It's so useless since he whistles the whole time. Just gives away his location so easily. Camera in there, why not? 6 batteries, holy crap. I might want something, kind of want something quiet, but with a good range. .160 on the range. Yeah, that's pretty good. Go with that. It's not very powerful, though. No, can't modify that. Yeah, this might work. Alright, we should be good. Yeah, I don't know if they're ever gonna bring back that those Spyro games, but I mean, from what I'm to understand, the Reignited trilogy did sell pretty well. Like, there's clearly still interest in the series. I just finished playing through Spyro 2 in the Reignited trilogy. I platinum that. Platinum the first one, platinum the second one, and gonna platinum the third one eventually too. I want to play that on the Year of the Dragon, which is 2024. That's the next Year of the Dragon. It's a good year to play Spyro 3.
Those resistance fighters can't advance because of the PMC troops. Isn't there something you can do to help, Snake?
Probably gonna freak out and run back here. Nope, he just doesn't care. He's just like, alright, cool. Let me just walk right to where that guy just suddenly died. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Is there another dude over here? I don't remember where the enemies are placed in this one. Yeah, I think so. I see him on my radar. that not hit him? Thing not have enough range? Yep, there it is. Where is he at? There he is. He's up there. Alright, he's heading that way. Big lack of creativity in the industry? Oh yeah, you're telling me. It's one of my biggest complaints with modern gaming. The only people who are trying to do unique stuff are indie developers these days. Everybody else is just playing it safe. Sticking to what they know sells. There he is. Didn't want him to see me. So, like, I wish there was more variety in what you could do with this chapter. Like, maybe instead of having to tail him, maybe you could, I don't know, just kill him and just take the key card or something. I don't know, like, have some variety with this instead of having to do the same thing every time you play this chapter. Like, there should be other ways to get into the hideout. Because this is fine the first time you play it, but it's replaying it, you know, over and over again. It's pretty tedious. Because it's all the same thing every single time. He never takes different routes, he never does anything differently, it's always the same thing that happens. Could have just blended into the environment like that if you wanted to. Yeah, and he respawns if you kill him too. Yep. Yeah, you would think it would mission fail you if you did that. If you killed him or he got killed somehow. Guards up ahead I'm gonna have to take out.
Who's there? What's going on? The enemy's here! What?
He's relieving himself. As two guards are getting absolutely demolished. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna just take a piss over here. And you could stay as a statue right there too, and he'll just basically piss on you. It's kind of funny. He doesn't even notice that you're right there. He's not the brightest crane in the box. Oh, what happened here? I didn't hear that guy yelling just a second ago. Huh, oh well. Must have been the wind.
Something there?
Nope, nobody's here. It was just the wind, just like how the wind killed the other guards. It's just me, the wind again.
My imagination.
It's your friendly neighborhood wind.
Find something nearby to hide behind. Stay out of the light.
This is HQ.
One of our guys is down. Taking alert formation.
What happened?
The wind knocked him down.
There's something wrong. Support unit. Confirm their status. This is HQ. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution. This is HQ. Understood. The state of alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
We're almost done. Well, you know, with this part. Gee, I wonder who that could be.
There's something fishy about that PMC trooper.
Oh, you don't
Do you
say.
hear whistling?
Can you blow this up? Yeah. That was awesome.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Okay, must be all clear now.
been lifted. Resume positions.
And he somehow doesn't understand why these two guys are dead over here. God, the amount of detail in this game for being as old as it is, it's really quite impressive. He still sticks out because he's the only one in the group that doesn't have a gun.
Looks like they're conducting vehicle patrols. Watch out for them, Snake.
Well, that was a close one. Didn't exactly feel like getting run over by a Hummer.
Who's there?
I'm here to see Big Mama.
Is this the guy? What do you think?
I didn't hear him coming at all. He's gotta be the one.
Yeah, but look at him. He's ancient.
Very impressive, CQC, Snake. No doubt about it. He is the legendary soldier. Call me Mama. Big Mama.
Imagine if she was like gigantic, like she was like 400 pounds. She was really fat. Well, they don't call me Big Mama for nothing.
I need to talk to you. Raiden sent me.
My, how you've grown, David. It was you, not I, who was created from the rib of man. But I gave you life. I am your mother.
What?
Les enfants terribles. You can't grow a human being in a test tube, not even a clone. You need a woman's body to give it life.
You mean a surrogate mother?
That's an awfully cold way to put it. I am your mother. I gave birth for the Patriots.
Gave birth?
The forbidden fruit. Appropriate. No? Follow me. I'll explain everything. The man who wants me dead is Liquid, your twin. You think you know him, but I know him better. He was once Ocelot, but Liquid has taken control of his soul. And now he's locked in a bitter struggle with Zero.
Zero?
The founder of the Patriots.
Founder? When did this happen?
40 years ago. During the Cold War, when the United States and the Soviet Union were still at odds. It was in that chaotic era that the Patriots were born. And I played my part. I was one of the founding members.
You?
Zero created the Patriots to manage and control the American state. That control endured long after the Cold War ended. The organization became an empty shell, continuing to function through AIs. Those AIs are responsible for the creation of the war economy, and they gave rise to the Sons of the Patriot system. But I am partly to blame. I bear some of the guilt for creating the organization. It was right after I first met your father, Big Boss.
Man, the story still
Back
fits
in
well with today's
1964,
society.
I was ordered to take part in a CIA op called Operation Snake Eater, which
Yep,
concerned a
flashbacks
new
to Metal
weapon
Gear
the
Solid 3
Soviets were
here.
developing at the time. My mission was to support a certain agent. That agent later became Big Boss, but I knew him as Snake.
Snake?
Yes, Naked Snake. That was his code name at the time. A name he would give to you, his son. The commander of this mission was a man called Zero, the head of Special Forces Unit Fox. Back then, I was working as a double agent for the Chinese. My objective was to secure the location of the Philosopher's Legacy, a massive cache of hidden wealth, and report it to Beijing. I was to acquire...
It's like we're in a Cold War all over again with Russia these days.
Funds amassed by the Allied powers during World War II. But I failed in my mission and was expelled from China. I took the apple from the snake and was cast out of Eden. After years on the run, I ended up in Hanoi. That's where I met him again. It was around then that Zero used the massive funds contained in the Philosopher's Legacy to start a new organization, the Patriots, which would carry out the final wishes of a certain legendary hero. The initial membership consisted of Big Boss, Sigint, Paramedic, and their commander, Zero. Oh, and there was one more who we mustn't forget. He stayed behind in the Soviet Union to support the group as an informant, Ocelot, who is now Liquid. After your father rescued me in Hanoi, I went to America and joined their organization. Zero's goal was to achieve a unity of thought and awareness. He believed that was what the boss wanted, and the rest of the Patriots followed his lead.
The boss?
The boss was a legendary hero from the Second World War, known as the Mother of Special Forces. She had an almost overwhelming charisma about her. The CIA feared this, so they had her eliminated. If she had survived, the world of the 21st century might have been a very different place. We were all influenced by the boss's will. It was what drove us to create this organization, to be closer to that spirit. Zero decided that in order to lead the people, we needed a special kind of icon. So we turned to Big Boss, the last son of the boss. He shared more of her life than anyone else. It was Big Boss, the true heir to her legacy, who was best suited to play this role. Zero elevated Big Boss, the hero who saved the world, to the status of an idol. The truth behind Big Boss became riddled with exaggeration, misrepresentation, and outright lies. Zero disseminated these stories among the masses and gathered the rich and powerful to his banner. Every era needs its symbols to control the people, whether it be the stars and stripes, or
well, ain't that the
hammer
truth?
and sickle. As the times and currents of politics changed, so too did Zero. Eventually, he became a prisoner of his own lust for power, sparking friction between him and Big Boss, who resented playing the puppet. With Big Boss drifting away, Zero realized he would need insurance. Something that would perpetuate the existence of Big Boss, their organization's icon. And so Zero secretly embarked on a new project. Les Enfants Terribles. Its goal was to create a clone of Big Boss, the ultimate soldier. The project was led by Dr. Clark, known at the time as Paramedic. After dozens of failures, they finally, miraculously, succeeded in producing a fertilized egg. The egg used in the successful in vitro fertilization came from Dr. Clark's assistant, a healthy Japanese woman.
Blood from the east flows within your veins.
Give birth to Big Boss. To realize this, I asked to serve as the surrogate mother, and was more than happy to carry you in my womb. I loved him. 9 months later, I gave birth to 2 Big Bosses, you and Liquid. It didn't matter that you were clones, or that they had manipulated your DNA. You were born the same way as any other normal child, from your mother's womb. But Les Enfants Terribles proved to be the final straw for Zero and Big Boss. Determined to oppose Zero and his plans, Big Boss broke away from the Patriots. He left the States, created his own mercenary company, and drifted around the world. I'm sorry. Your father never wanted you. Human life isn't meant to be manipulated like that. I knew that, but I wanted you. After Big Boss left, Zero really lost control. What Zero wanted was an orderly world, one governed by rules. His fortune grew through countless wars.
So he wanted a one-world order. That's what it sounds like.
The world saw the rise of digital technology, IT, the internet, and genetics. The Patriots' power grew immense. Their roots spread and took hold throughout the globe. In time, they began to dictate the fate of entire nations from the shadows. And before we knew it, the Patriots, the proud police of the world, started bringing an entire planet under their control. Their intentions were fair, but their execution was flawed. Zero developed weapons, amassed armies, used information for extortion, all in order to gain more wealth. He was obsessed with controlling awareness on the inside from the outside. But I cannot imagine that's what the boss would have wanted. They both misinterpreted her will. And their absolute reverence for her drove them apart. So began the war between Zero and Big Boss. Opposing interpretations, each striving to realize the boss's will. Everything you see today stems from their Cold War. Differences in race, in religion, in ideology. This war they've caused is no different from any other human error in history. It all started with a tiny fork in the path, and grew into a great rift. There was nothing left of the boss's noble will in their struggle. All that remained was hatred, a passion to destroy one another. Big Boss returned to the U.S. with a plan in mind, and once again assumed command of Foxhound. In Outer Heaven, and then Zanzibar Land, Big Boss plotted coup d'etat against Zero. But you, Solid Snake, his own clone, foiled his efforts both times. Big Boss and Gray Fox, Frank Yeager, were left near death. Zero recovered their bodies. Frank Yeager's entire body was reconstructed through surgery, and he was reborn as the cyborg ninja. Big Boss, now a vegetable, became a prisoner of Zero even in death. For Zero, more than anyone else, your father was an irreplaceable icon. No, the truth is, for Zero, he was an irreplaceable friend. After Big Boss's betrayal, Zero could no longer believe in something so uncertain as life. He lost his belief in everything. Nations, organizations, individuals. Zero was no longer willing to place his organization in the hands of the next generation. Instead, he set up a network of AIs, a decision-making system formed from all the information he had accumulated. He built 4 AIs, GW, TJ, AL, and TR, as sort of a digital Mount Rushmore, and 1 core artificial intelligence to unite them, John Doe.
GW. The same GW we destroyed 5 years ago.
The same. Ever since GW was cut off, JD and the other 3 AIs have controlled all information on every aspect of global society. Economics, politics, law, morals, and culture. The war economy is no exception. In the shadow of the system and its complete control over the world, Big Boss isn't allowed to live or die. He's trapped for eternity in a brain-dead prison. To bind himself to his friend, to ensure his rule over the world, Zero transformed Big Boss into an icon, neither living nor dead.
Sounds almost like a religion.
Naturally, Ocelot and I plan to free him from Zero's prison. We enlisted Naomi Hunter, an authority in the field of nanomachine research, into our organization. And we used Frank Yeager to kill Dr. Clark. Ocelot tortured the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, also known as Sigint, to death, and made it look like an accident.
The Shadow Moses incident.
With Paramedic and Sigint dead, Zero was the only one left. But we too paid a price. I lost Ocelot. Ocelot wasn't fighting for the Pentagon or the Russians, and certainly not for Zero. He was fighting for Big Boss. He idolized him. When Ocelot grafted Liquid's right arm to his own, his body was taken over by Liquid's thoughts and spirit. He may be Ocelot in physical form, but his mind is Liquid's. I was the last one. And then someone appeared to help me.
Raiden.
It was when I met him that I finally discovered the location of Big Boss. It was in the data he obtained from GW. Together, he and I retrieved Big Boss. But Big Boss was still asleep, as Zero had left him.
Why did Zero keep him alive?
People need heroes. Zero wanted to create a messiah. A legend that would never die.
Liquid is after Big Boss's body. Is it here?
I'll take you to meet him. This is his pyx, his holy ark. His body is alive, but his consciousness is locked away by nanomachines. So technically speaking, he's not really brain dead. We can't allow Liquid to inherit the same sins that corrupted Zero. Manipulating people's minds for the sake of his own ego.
Otacon,
Snake, it's Naomi.
what happened?
She's gone. She's not in the Nomad anymore.
When?
Less than an hour ago. She disappeared right after she and Sonny got back from Dr. Madnar's place.
Why weren't you watching her?
I didn't have my glasses on.
Naomi said it herself. The experiment can't succeed without her.
You think she went back to Liquid?
What about Raiden?
Good news on that front. We managed to get our hands on a dialysis machine and set up an ICU.
Okay.
Just started him on dialysis and treatment for his wounds.
Will he live?
Yeah, no worries there.
I like how he doesn't care. He just sees him
But his
walking
treatment's
by. Oh,
probably gonna
just
take
another
48
guy
hours.
here.
Until then, Raiden can't move.
Hey, you! Come here!
Don't mind me, sir.
What the hell is that?
Move!
That never gets old. Every time I see that, I laugh. Metal Gear Solid 3 flashbacks.
Scouts.
They've found us. We're moving out.
Snake, the PMCs are converging on your location. Damn it! They're sending in Gecko. They'll be on you in less than 5 minutes.
Are they ready?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll escape through the canal route using the real van. Get it ready. Hurry.
Yes, ma'am.
Snake, over here. We've got decoy vans set to draw some of our pursuers away. All of these children were orphans. They work in arms factories. And when they grow up, they want to join a PMC. They seek revenge on other companies, PMCs that killed their parents, and use their earnings to support their younger siblings. There are countless child soldiers like these in the PMCs. Nowadays, anyone with a computer can get combat training. The FPS games that these children love are distributed for free by these companies. Of course, it's all just virtual training. It's so easy for them to get absorbed by these war games.
That's right, too many Call of Duty games these days.
The PMCs holding real guns. These kids end up fighting in proxy wars that have nothing to do with their own lives. They think it's cool to fight like this. They think that combat is life. They don't need a reason to fight. After all, for them, it's only a game. Zero is the cause of all this. Defeating Liquid won't change things.
Scorpion.
Unless we stop the Patriot system, the cycle will go unbroken. Hop on. Hold on to me. With so many wars being waged, oil and biofuel have become as precious as diamonds.
Yeah, I know,
It's
right?
been a while
It's like
since
$5 a gallon now.
Are you sure about this?
I only get off my bike.
Oh, Oryx, I haven't played a Call of Duty game in years. I don't even play Call of Duty games anymore.
Big Mama.
It's being pumped out like it's on the assembly line.
Call me Eva.
You played one, you played them all. If they come to Game Pass, maybe I'll play some newer ones. The music in this part of the game is so good.
Here we go!
We have to keep Big Boss's body out of enemy hands, no matter what. Get the body safely to the canal escape point.
Alright, gonna make a couple changes here. What else do I want? You know what? That's honestly all I really need for this part.
We've got Gecko!
You get the lock on stuff. It's gonna help a lot with this part. That helps a lot. And we get to see cinematics so good. Cinematic camera.
There's something about!
Yeah, this auto aim is pretty overkill. I mean, you can easily pass it without it, but...
There you are, Snake! Where's your anger? Show me your rage!
I've got bad news. The decoy vans have all bitten the dust, which means the enemy will be focusing on you now. I just need you to hold them off a little longer.
Have you tried aiming the gun?
You're right, I should aim the gun manually. How about that?
Excellent, Snake. Need help on the left. Need help in front. Oh, for Pete's sake!
Yeah, for some reason she kind of yells at you. She's the main boss. Not really, doesn't do anything.
Excellent, Snake.
But she'll compliment you if you get the other rating. I love the cinematic camera for this show.
Snake behind us.
Right on!
Enemy dead ahead. Excellent, Snake. Woo!
Yeah, so that's a pretty epic part of the game. That's probably what makes this chapter worth it.
There it is!
Well, that and the upcoming cutscene to the end of the chapter. So we got a boss fight coming up in case you can't tell.
Are you okay? Big Mama, come on. Stay with me. Eva, I need you.
Is that you? Snake. Mother's work is never done.
Big Mama.
Where's the van?
Over there.
The children. No. So sorry. She'll be coming to search the van.
I'll take care of it. You stay here. Keep watch.
I'll contact the children.
Here. Take this.
FAL. It's a good gun.
Snake, come back in one piece.
I will.
Promise me.
Alright, it's boss fight time. Let's do it.
Give me your anger, Snake!
Uh-oh.
Let it boil to the surface! Let your fury flow freely!
Keith's angry again. Someone called him an incel.
Show me your rage!
Got them all angry. This female looks your guy. So this boss fight's kind of a little bit tricky because she can actually knock you right out of this building if you're not careful. That's an interesting way. Pretty easy to get knocked out of the building. There. You seriously not know where I'm at? Oh my god. Jesus. Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen her do this before. Okay, that's cool.
Something's coming! Get out of there, Snake!
Blew up the whole upper floor.
Calm down! Calm down!
Alright, well, while they're doing that, I'm gonna blow up their ally. Damn, I'm out. She's tough, I'll give her that. Ooh. Yeah, it mainly happens when you're on the top floor, Quartz. That's why I don't like going up all the way.
You bastards! I'll never forgive you. Never! I can feel the anger building up inside. Eating away at me.
Someone said I didn't have facial hair online. Ah!
No. I'll never forgive myself. I don't want to be angry. I don't need anger. I'm not angry.
Oh, his feminine side is coming out. Okay. One crazy bitch right here. Someone said my gameplay sucked. Get that ass banned.
I don't need these weak
Yeah, yeah, low tier god would be another good example of this right here. And Snake's just looking at her ass. Yeah, baby, let me see that ass glow. Snake's an old perv, confirmed.
Let your anger flow.
Yeah, if low tier god had a girlfriend, I could imagine this is how she would act.
Snake! She's come out of her suit! Watch out!
Railgun
She's
the
gonna try to
shit out
grab
of
you!
her. See if I can get a hit on. No. Yeah, they're really good at dodging, that's the thing. It does take a lot of the health away though. Got it. It's a little overkill, but I think it was necessary. Bitch was crazy. Okay, now she's turning into a molten lava rock or something. Still have no idea what all this is supposed to mean in this game. I really don't. Wish I did. If I ever met Kojima in person, I'd probably ask him that. Like, hey, what drugs were you on when you were making these boss fights? When you decided to have this as boss fights, and then they curl up and turn into a molten lava rock.
Drebin.
The hell was all that
you got
about?
yourself a souvenir, too. A grenade launcher. Nice. That's a real use.
I'll probably never know.
Not much use to me without an ID, though.
I laundered this one free of charge.
What's the catch?
Only that you give it to me when you're done with it. A weapon with that many decades of rage stored up inside it. Now that's a collector.
Yeah, there's a lot of weapons in this game.
I'd say about 20. But she had years of soldiers' rage hidden away in that youthful body of hers.
Soldiers?
Yeah, the soldiers of Ake. A place that hasn't seen peace in a long, long time. She was captured by one side or another, and kept caged up like an animal, along with God knows how many other kids.
Anonymous violence.
Exactly. It's unknown whether her captors were with the government or the rebels. In any case, they got their kicks by abusing these helpless little kids day after day after day. That constant barrage, that battlefield rage slowly built up inside their bodies, their minds. The kids tried to keep each other's spirits up, always clinging to the hope that someone would come to their rescue, barely surviving off of scraps of food. But those soldiers didn't stop. They called the kids parasites and shit-eating ravens, beat them even harder. Then one morning, the soldiers just up and left, leaving the survivors.
Again, how in the hell does he know all this?
Almost like one of those sky burials. One by one, their bodies were picked apart by ravens' beaks, until finally the flock came for her. But by some miracle, their beaks cut her bonds instead. And like that, she was liberated. In that instant, she was filled with an uncontrollable rage, and it smothered her soul. She ripped the ravens pecking at her to pieces, and then went after the soldiers. And when she finally caught up with them, she waited until nightfall like a hunter awaiting its prey. They say that when a raven cries, a man dies. And that's exactly what happened that night. Screeching and cawing, she killed every last living being in the camp. Both the soldiers and the civilians they'd enslaved. In her eyes, there was no longer a difference. The cruelty her friends had suffered, the pain and humiliation she'd endured. Hers was the distillation of the rage that decades of war had imparted on those soldiers.
It was her strength, and her greatest weakness.
You're something else, Snake. You managed to cleanse Raven of her rage. No, seriously. You're the seed of war. In fact, I'd say you might even be war itself.
Drebin?
Maybe it's still too early to tell. You've still got half the B&B Corps ahead of you. Keep your eye on the ball, pal.
Alright, we're now at the end of chapter 3.
Snake. I have to apologize. The 3 vans that came out with us are decoys. The real one is floating down the river, headed downstream. I managed to get in touch with the children. The Pix is safe. We're going to rendezvous on the riverbank, downstream. Land and air routes are cut off. But there's a cruiser waiting for us. The Volta River is our only chance of escape. Let's get out of here. Hurry.
Good thinking.
This way. Follow me. I don't need to feel the wind anymore. There's no need to keep lying to myself. I only get off my bike when I fall in love. Or... Oh, Snake. Give me a hand.
Yeah.
The underground aqueduct leads to the river. There should be fewer of them down there. Oh.
Alright, we're coming up to my favorite cutscene in the game. This part is amazing. And again makes you question why this is a game and not a movie.
Liquid. Not bad.
Where's the pigs?
That no longer matters.
Where is it? Ah!
Is that it? Naomi told me everything. And now, thanks to her, I finally have it. The thing I've sought for so long. Big Boss. Put down the gun, Snake. It's already too late. You almost did it. But it looks like I win after all. Cigars. Father's favorite. What do you say? Care for one last smoke?
Huh. You think you're Big Boss now?
Guilty as charged. But all that ends today. Nice try. But when it comes to CQC, I've got the upper hand.
Even if you do get a hold of the system, you'll only have one part of the Patriots AI. The military part.
What of it, brother? It's only a matter of time before I have everything. Remember GW? The AI they think they lost? It's mine. A part of my army.
Impossible. We destroyed it.
Your worm only managed to cut GW into little pieces. Pieces we were able to reconstruct. And then we stowed it away inside JD's network. This man's body has served me well, allowing me to pass every security barrier between me and GW. After all, the Patriot system is nothing more than a machine. Now that GW is a spook inside the network, there's no way JD would recognize it as an external threat. Once I destroy JD with a nuclear strike, the Patriots network will be mine. And then, I'll build my haven, free from all forms of control. I'll cast aside my old identity and take my own name for the first time.
Liquid, you're planning to recreate the Patriots.
Snake, we were created by the Patriots. We're not men. We're shadows in the shape of men. We're
Freaks who never should have existed. A system. Insurance that future generations never prosper. The Patriots saw fit to create us, and in doing so became our only raison d'etre. I won't fight my fate any longer. I'll kill Zero and Big Boss and become a patriot myself. It all began with Zero and Big Boss. Our purpose in life is to fulfill our destinies. And once all is returned to Zero, the world can be reborn.
Adam!
Aha, take that, I have crushed your apple.
So long as we both live, the world will not know an age of light. If we're to pass the baton to the next generation, the only choice left to us is death.
Boss.
Good. The players have all assembled, Snake. The time has come for you to witness. Witness our moment of triumph. Go!
your weapons and put your hands up!
Meryl!
Meryl!
Liquid! Stop!
Fire!
What? What? The system is mine. Your guns and your weapons are no longer your own. Behold, guns of the Patriots. Bang! Bang!
Jonathan! Ed! Commander! Commander!
Akiba, you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
But why?
Let them have it. We don't need it anymore. So long, Snake.
You and me, we were great partners.
No. Great friends.
Meryl! 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 Meryl, don't give up on me. Meryl, don't go. Meryl. Meryl! Meryl! It's not... I mean...
Thank you.
Okay, Meryl? Hey, if it's all right, call me Johnny.
You and the beasts are no different. Scorched shadows born to the world. When a beast steps into the light, unless the light is put out, the shadow cannot be erased. So long as there is light, there is shadow. To return everything to normal, the light must be extinguished. And when that happens, you will be too.
Like I said, we pride ourselves on service. Come on, let's take this guy to his friends.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and laugh and have a party right next to my mom who just died. Nonetheless, wow. I mean, there's not many cutscenes that can just convey so much emotion. But, I mean, damn. And Johnny was finally good for something in this game, too. So, that's definitely something. So that is the end of Chapter 3, though. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a really well done game. If you haven't played it, definitely give it a go. You can get it dirt cheap on PlayStation 3. So if you got a PS3 and you've never played Metal Gear Solid 4, you can get it for like $1. So yeah, but anyways, I'm going to leave the stream off here tonight. Definitely made some good progress in the game. Still a really outstanding game overall, as long as you don't mind insanely long cutscenes. But with that being said, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.